Alright, let's get on with this. Okay, so what I have to do is I'm going to build out Laura's gallery and front end of the farm. So, if I remember correctly, this is Laura's gallery. Laura's gallery will not have a checkerboard pattern. Meanwhile, front end boxes will. So let me just look at this one, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It's just off by one. Means this perfect circle is actually very small. I think I should make it even on both sides. So let me just break this part. So hold on. Ooh, what's going on here? There we go. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yep. Alright, you can. Alright. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 6. So 4, 6. There we are. So if it's 6, if it's 15 on both sides, that means this should be. Actually, no, I kind of like it like this. So I extended it by 2. So let's extend this by 2. Right? Yeah. So it's equal, and it's a little bigger. It's better. No doubt, it's a little better. But not entirely. I'm going to use lapis as the floor. Because, in my opinion, lapis just looks better. Then after this, I'll have to do the sister location characters in general. But I think it'll be good for now. What I also want to do is add in observation rooms. Because I just think observation rooms will help sell that this is good. So, you get what I mean. I get the observation rooms are, in regular FNAF, they are, like, the Fredbear minigame, the actual Fazbear house, not Fazbear house, the actual Afton house is like an observation room in FNAF 4, so is the plush trap hallway. But in this, I want the observation rooms to be somewhere just up here. So, yeah, more creative liberties. Let's just... Oh. Alright. Nearly done with the area. So let's see, how does this look? Does it look still pretty small, but I think that's dealable. What I want to do is have one of those school type roofs. You know how in schools or office buildings they have roofs that are like this, that are like, you can clearly tell are suspended by something, like by chains. But like they're a fake roof on top of a roof, not on top, below. You get one. That's kind of what I want to do here. It's not a real roof, one of those fake roofs. So if I wait with this, yeah, see? And I think by me doing it like this, I can place redstone on it, can't I? Yeah. So I'm gonna do something like this. Oops. Bam, 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 bam. Okay, so I think I did the math right and all that, by the way. Not entirely sure. Right, let me just check. Oh, it's actually just lit up in here, so nice. Oh, for God's sake. Alright, I don't think I did the math on it. Oh, wait. I could just fix it by doing that. There we are. So the math must be right then. So there's 5 there, 5 there, 1 there, 1 there. So that's 6, that's 12. Add the extra 3, 15. So 1 there, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Okay, yeah, no, I was right. Alright, so now through here is where the thing, what's it called? And I know that won't work because it's not hooked up yet, like with, repeaters and stuff. It's just the corners, actually. Wow. There we are. Now, if I just quickly finish adding in all these chains at the top of this. And then fill in the roof. That should be below gallery done. So I can move on to Funtime Auditorium. And then start adding in props, or just do circus control, who knows. I think I'll move on to Funtime Auditorium. I might as well just do the build first, then furnish the entire building. I think that'll be easier. Oh. Right, so 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15th block, we've got to go across. Perfect. So now the floor. Oh, wait. That. And plus, there's got to be 3 different areas in here. Alright, let me just focus on the floor for now. I want a really nice looking... Ooh. let's go. Alright. Yes, look at that. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. For this one, I'm not going to do the same thing. I actually like that as the floor. Alright, so now the ceiling. I kind of want to use a copper block, but that's boring. I don't want to use these because this will be really weird. No, I don't want to use wood. It's boring. Is there any sort of coloured stone? It's not. No, there isn't. I want a good coloured looking stone. Should be able to like dye stuff. Okay, I guess smooth sandstone will have to do. I don't want to do the same office school design I did with Blora Gallery. So that's one out. So down here, one out is just right there. And then there's also one there. And across there. 5, 4, there's 2. Okay, I got that mixed up. And also apparently my drink wants to win. So it's just it was 2 out. So 1, 2, bam, bam. Is that the right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that's in the wrong spot again. Let me find an equal length. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, right here. This would be the best possible place, and it's equal. So luckily I was just building up to it. To make the Funtime Auditorium roof. Oops. Roof, oops. Right there. And because of what I figured out earlier. So long, as the redstone is jump started from this block. So like a repeater there with a, so it can all start. And there's 2 repeaters, one there, and one there. there will be no need, yes, for any more repeaters. There we are. So now I've got to add in 3 doors. There, one there. And I'm going to have the scooping room one there. So I'm going to, for the scooping room and private room, I'm going to use polished granite as where the door's going to be. Actually, I'm going to do that for all the doors here. For all these doors, there are going to be polished granite. And then the doors are going to be the birch doors that I like to use. So flying around, got bam, bam, and bam. Perfect. So you have scooping room, parts and service. No. Is it parts and services? I think that's what it is. Yeah, parts and services. And then the private room. And then on that side we have the breaker room. So what I want to do now is actually make the, what do you want to call it? I forgot what it's called. Oh, circus control. That's what I want to make. So if I just let's use actual carpet this time. I'm going to use smooth stone, bricks, and the floor polished black stone. Actually, wait, no. Cherry planks. There are brick slabs. Let me get the cherry plank. The cherry pressure plates out. The ceiling is not supposed to be that. The ceiling is supposed to be this. There we are. The scooping room is going to go up that way, so I don't have to worry about too much space. I want it to be a long corridor. I'm going to regret this. But it's going to be so worth it when it's done, because this is going to be the longest corridor. Not the longest corridor, but you get one. I'm not adding the lights to this. Actually, wait, no, I should. What I should do, add in a secret little, is move this part and this part. What I'm gonna do is take that. Actually no, I'm gonna make it a cherry wood. Move that out there. Take that. Move that out there. I'm gonna take the tripwire hook, put it there and there. And then if I take out some string, I put it there. Perfect. Now, oh, what's going on with my thing? Right, so, and what I want to happen here is for the roof to look like it's caved in a bit. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly build it out. Why is Project Zargo here? What? Where did you come from? I'm going to make it look like the roof is caved in. Bam, bam, bam. Bam. And also put a piece there. From the back rooms. Fair enough. And also put a piece there. And bam. And now you can't jump past it, so you have to go through it. Then, I'm going to put bam, 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 so it looks like there's actually a thing there. And then I'm going to take out, and then I'm going to make a cave, a custom cave, just because, yeah. Because I don't want you to be able to just see out into the sky. Because that would get rid of the illusion that's on the ground. And plus, yeah, gets rid of a lot of the illusion. Bam, bam. Gotta move. And fast. Yeah, okay, it's coming along. You see a cave. Alright. And then I'm going to make a little exit part here. That looks like this place has been like moved a bit. Like someone's come across it and has decided to just leave it alone. It will look a little unnatural, but so does a lot of things in this franchise, so we move forward. I'm also just going to block it off with black concrete, because this goes towards surface control. I hope there's no way to just bypass this. What I'm going to do is add in a few lights, so you can actually see that there is something up there. There we are. You can see the roof is slightly collapsed. So you can't get past it because you bump your head. You can also see there's something up there, but if you were to fly up there, there's obviously nothing. So you have to go past this. Yeah, okay. Now I want to quickly check these things can put out a redstone signal, can't they? I just want to check. Yes! Alright, had to check that, but thank God I did. Alright. So, what I want to happen is for when you go over that, the lights start turning on. So light here, go forward, bam, bam, bam. There won't be any rhyme or reason to these lights. There's just the lights turn on. Doom. I'm thinking that looks good. I just have to make sure that when you press the tripwire hook, it sends out a signal strong enough to reach that repeater there. Just send me into spectator mode. Spectator. Yeah, but I need it to move a piston for a redstone block. Alright. Okay, I understand what I want to do. Alright. So I'll move not sticky piston, a regular piston. Come on now. Regular piston into that, which will bring it back to life. Let's be fair, Afton probably hasn't used this in a while, so it might not be the... I'm gonna test this. Yeah, so it turns the lights on. What I want to happen though... Alright, so let me move this back. I don't want this to immediately turn on. So I'm gonna have that, and then have 3 repeaters per one. It's just a long hallway. And let's be honest, Afton has most definitely done this before. Like, this is something he would do just to be dramatic. Right, so I'm gonna have 2 iron doors here. And so when the redstone block goes into this. Yes, that's more dramatic. Oh, it needs to. Okay, it can't go under, it needs to go in. And shit. That only unlocks one though. So. Oops. Sometimes I hate redstone. There we are. So that would have worked if I had if it had been fuck. If it had worked perfectly. So let's retry that. Let me get out the redstone block still, but just let me give it a go again. Okay, it goes way too fast then. I want it to be a slower reveal. It needs to be slower. So once this goes, it needs to be slower than this. There we are, that seems a little slower. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add in one last repeater for each one. So I'm gonna add that. Alright. So now just to test it out, let's see how it works. So then that works, that comes on, that comes on, that comes on, and that goes on. That's really fast still. Let me have it go like this. And it goes around. So that way it's really slow. Oh. Alright, it's really slow now. Because I just want it to be like a slow open. I just want it to seem slower. Oh. Now let me test it one last time, and I pray to the Lord that this actually works. So that light comes on, that light comes on, that light comes on, that light comes on, and then as you reach the doors, they open. Thank God that works. That's if you're just walking at normal speed, though. So now, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna... Oh wait, no, I shouldn't make it that small. Oh wait, no, this is circus control. So I'm gonna make it smaller. Circus gallery is gonna look different. Let me add in... the corners to this one. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take away these, bring it out, actually no, bring it out a little further than that. Gotta go. Alright. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have these be filled with the bricks. That's not how you should say that sentence, but That's how I said it. Because apparently I just don't know how to speak English, despite the fact that it's my native language. Oh well. Alright. And then let me get out. Should I use glass? Oh, glass. I use glass panes, and I'll use them pink. Oh, annoying ass noise. Excuse me. Oh, there we are. There we are. Right, and for this part, move that into there. The ceiling is going to be made out of smooth quartz blocks. Bam. Oh wait, no. What I need to do is... Yeah, okay, I kind of like that. I kind of like that. Let me think here. Circus control. This looks pretty good. Oh, I'm not gonna make any more out of bricks. I'm gonna use. Oh, ooh. I used nether bricks. Yeah, okay. So then the roof of this would look like this. The floor, though, it's not going to be red carpet, but that's what's going to be on top of it. I don't want it to be the same wood. I'm going to use. I want to use one of these polished. Ooh, polished deep slate, actually. That's a good wood choice. That looks like a good choice. It also looks like it would be wood, so it kind of fits with this worn out. Like everything else isn't worn out. Everything is, looks up to date here. Everything looks really nice. It's all nice and sweet looking. And then Circus Gallery is really run down looking, so it's not up to code. It's got OSHA violations and it's being covered up. And to be honest, I actually just like it with the deep slate. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have that there, that there. Yeah. Gives it a more red tint as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave that on. So I want the light to be able to. I just want light. And I also want gameplay features in this, because I personally absolutely hate, I despise Cislocation Nightfall. I've never met a person who says they love Nightfall Cislocation. I've never heard of a person who said they love it. So, and because I absolutely despise it, I'm going to give two options. In the scooping room, there's going to be that suit. I'm going to make it a pumpkin. I'm going to use pumpkin and iron. I'm going to call it the Fun Time Springlock suit. so you can wear that, and when you're role playing in the map, you can role play that Nightfall. Or if you want, you can role play a different Nightfall where you're in circus control or circus gallery, whatever you want to say, and you're fighting against the Biddy Babs and Circus Baby herself. So that gives Circus Baby a more prominent role. So I think I actually like it more without the red carpet, but I'm going to keep the red carpet just in case. And you know what, actually? I'm going to throw that away. Since there's red bricks, this gives me more chance to give the wall detail. Like it was originally really red, but because of, you know, it being worn out, everything just going wrong, it suddenly it just wasn't, it just started to fade away. So see, there's another villager. I thought I told them not to come back around, but apparently they just want to come back around. See what I mean? I see llamas up there, and I'm not happy about that. That's the wrong one. Give me this one. I'm going to have those llamas fall to their deaths. You, sir, you and your llamas can piss right off. Keep your llamas off my land. The reason this is happening is because it's above Y level 0, and there's grass for them to spawn on. And I'm not rebuilding that whole build, just like below Y level 0. Because that means I'd have to tear this all down just to rebuild it. And oh, I love how this looks now. Gonna break random parts of it. Yeah, see? Yeah. See, it works. Alright, so... Oh wait, oops. Bam, 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 bam. It gives the wall more texture to it. Yeah, we're not going there. We are not going there. It's just random shapes. There we go. Right, so actually, I'm gonna make this wall look more deliberate. I'm gonna try and make pixel art of Circus Baby because this is where Circus Baby's show stage is. So this is the middle. And all I need is to just quickly build up in a little circle. So if I just quickly add in, actually, kind of just looks like a theatre mask. That's so weird. Alright. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out, excuse me, because the warped eyes look blue and can look green in certain times. I'm going to use those as just little button eyes. No, those look really weird. And I'm not having that. Ooh. There we are. I don't care, to be honest, Mum. Yeah. Yay. Boom. Boom. Alright, it's coming together. Hey, there we are. I'll also need to add in the lights, but for now, that's working. And you can't even see, like, when the lights are off, you can just barely see it. When the lights are on, you can't see shit. Like, you can't see anything through this except for where the floor is. So, because when you're in here, the lights will... Hold on. Oh, God. Alright. See, yeah, there we are. So when you turn the lights on here, the lights here, the lights in here will turn on. Oh, wait. If I also were to add this, wait, no, I wouldn't do that. Alright. So, what I'm going to do is over here, not literally here. Oh, I went too far. Oh, I'm going far beyond where I need to. So, alright, just quickly, I'm going to, oops, I'm going to put redstone block there, just to see how this works. Oops. How is, wait, is the distance now they're the exact same? Is it just that? Or is it because... hooked up. There we are. Oh, it's because most of them aren't sent back yet. Well, let's double check. Okay, I like that. I like it. But what I'm going to do is, so you can settle in before the lights turn on, I'm going to have a very long pause. It's going to be very long. Perfect. Whoa. This way you can settle in, you can press these buttons, these levers, and then after a while, there we are. Although I feel like it's still a little too fast. There we are. You can learn a little bit, you can rest, before then the lights turn on. There we are. Now they don't turn on too much, but they do turn on. So, and if I just add in... No, why do I have stick drift? Well, what the hell? No, that's not the blue I wanted. I wanted that one. Well, what's the mix of blue and green? The mix of blue and green, teal. The closest I can get to teal is cyan. So, I'm going to choose... if it lets me. I'm going to choose cyan. That's the main thing, because it's the closest I can get to the mix of blue and green. And I will finally remove this redstone block from here, which now means the entirety of Circus Gallery and Control will now turn off. There we are. So now I'm going to move on to the Laura Gallery, where I will... Hold on. Oh, I guess I got rid of the stone brick. So what the fuck was that? Alright. Can I place basalt on its side? Yes. That looks a little nice. But let's try smooth basalt. Yeah. Basalt itself, on its side, works as a pathway. I'm gonna use andesite. No, I'm gonna use stone brick. Actually, andesite will be that with the ceiling. Of stick drift. Fuck. Alright, well, anyways, you catch my drift and what I'm trying to do here. I do like my little cave thing that I made here. I really do like it. Although what I think I should do is I should add in like mossy cobble. It's not cracked cobble, so mossy cobble will have to do. So I just think mossy cobble would make it look better. I'm not even touching not keyboard. I'm not even touching my controller here. There we are. Alright, so yeah. I think alright. This is continuing this location. It's not called finishing. So since I'm not finishing it, I think what I've done today is really good progress. Not only have I built both of these locations, but I did all this with redstone involved in the span of 1 hour. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish off the breaker room. So this isn't the actual breaker room here, this is like a pathway to the breaker room. Because afternoon is just extra like that. I want to quickly check. Yeah, there we go. Oh. Alright, so but tough. It's just a flaw. Ooh, yeah. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have stone and just regular. It'd be nice if my fucking controller didn't have stick drift. But oh. Let me just. I hope that helps it. That's a pretty good looking big outline for the breaker room. And in the corner of the breaker room, I'm gonna have the iconic. I find it funny how Afton would have a wall generator in his hidden bunker below ground. Yet he has such an industrial sized generator in his house. I just think that's really funny for some reason. And what stone also allows me to do with the roof is I can use like iron and copper or like the stone versions to add more texture to it. Because right now most of the roofs don't have too much texture to them, unless that you count the gallery roof. Because that, oh yeah, that roof has quite a bit of texture to it. So I'm gonna have to. There we are. Right, so once I've done this, I will end stream because I think I've done quite a bit more today. Not only did I finish off FNAF 4 today, but I also I've built all that. I've built 2 auditoriums that don't look too big, but they are quite big. And I've built this, so which doesn't look like a lot, but if you consider the hour and 10 minutes that I've just been recording for, this is quite a lot of stuff. Especially by Minecraft standards. Oop. What I want to happen here is for this generator to go around to things like here. And we go all the way over to here. I don't know why it sounded like I started to sing. I didn't want that to happen. Right, and then I'm going to jump over this. I'm going to go from here. So it's 6, which is just 2 in from there. Four, 7. Okay. 3, 6, 7. Alright, 3, 6, 7, yep. There we are. So it's not all, obviously, lit up, but it is mostly. Alright, so what villages are up here? Better not be any of them. None, okay. So, let's see how this works. I'm gonna go into the Afton family house. It's very dark, I need to turn the lights on. Which is actually a perfect excuse to go over here. Guys, oh, what's this? Press button. Open elevator. What's the elevator? Press button. Well, now we are down at sister location bunker. I'm just gonna fly all the way here. You can see the lights are on. But what you can just barely see is the circus baby looking head. You turn this on, you can't really see it. Oh, unless you're looking straight at it, you can't really see it. So, through here, into the vents, below our gallery, through here. Why is that odd? We can turn the lights off. Why are the lights on? What's happened? How is there still a redstone current? How is there a redstone current there? It's this. Okay, that is so confusing. I might just not allow you to turn the entire place on. I might keep the redstone, but just not allow you to turn the place on. Yeah, okay, I think I'm going to do that. So what I'm going to do is have bars around this area. The door only Afton could access. Can you just reach around and press it? Yeah, you can still press it, goddammit. It's not what I want. I don't want you to be able to press it. But you know what? I'm gonna top it off like that. And in front of it, I'm just gonna own it. In Afton's signature purple. Excuse me. Faulty generator. Do not touch. And highlighted in that just so you can see it. Oops. See? Faulty generator, do not touch, which now means that people are going to try and touch it just so they can figure out that the lights are broken. Oh, there we are. I love this iteration of circus control because in the actual game you have to crawl through a vent, and it's boring. In this you have to walk through a hallway, and when you get past a certain point, press the tripwire hook that turns on the lights as you go past, opens the door, and when you get into here, which when it's dark it looks, you can see those lights clearly. But these lights are going to be turned on. Like once you're in there, they're just going to be turned on. So you can turn the lights off here. And if you want to leave them on, you can. So once you turn them off, you can actually see the circus beam thing more clearly. But when those turn on, you'll be able to see it clearly. So I'm actually very happy with what I've done during this stream. I think I've accomplished more than what I needed to. Ow, I've just hurt myself somehow. Ooh. I'm going to quickly add one last thing, and the scary cave noises won't scare me. There we are. Yeah, I like that. And I might add in Blora Gallery. Bring it down. Fun time auditorium. Or I could call it Fun Time Dance Floor. And then I'm gonna circus control there we are. Circus Control, Fun Time Auditorium, and Ballora Gallery. Those are the now canon names, and I think they already were canon, so yeah. But I do like the hanging signs that tell you which one's which. The hanging signs are really the best thing Mojang have added in terms of signs, especially with the chains. They're just so useful. Anyways, thank you for watching.